How's it going, Blues fans? My name is Nico Pauly, creator of the Blue Block here on YouTube and on Instagram as well. Make sure you go check that out, please. I would appreciate it. And the Blues win the craziest game of the year, I would say, the goofiest game of the year, 6-5, where we saw a lot of unstructured, terrible hockey from both sides of the ice. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. First period, the start of it, I felt like was a little rough. It felt like both teams really were kind of snoozing. I think the Blues came out with more shots, but it felt like also like, dumping the puck in, chasing, dumping the puck in the other way. Not much going on until we get a big eat in the defensive zone from somebody, I don't remember, and we get to send Braden Schenn on a breakaway, who pots and makes us a 1-0 lead. Now, keep in mind, the St. Louis Blues are, at the time, 8-0-0 when scoring the first goal. Officially now 9-0-0, spoiler alert, but we score first and we end up winning this game. So that stat stays perfect for St. Louis Blues, and there's another stat that I'll bring up later that I've been emphasizing in each one of these videos. That is also kind of crazy. So, Blues go up 1-0. Great time. And then shortly after, Bukestad ties this game up from Michelli. This was... there was two guys behind the... I mean, Nick Leddy was behind the net. No one was really helping him out. He was there by himself. Michelli ends up with the puck, pass to the front. Bukestad with the shot. Puck goes in the net. Not much you could do from Binnington right there. I mean, it's a good chance. Normally you would see saves, but Binnington, I feel like against Arizona is not the best, and I'll kind of give my take on Binnington's full play towards the end. So now it's tied 1-1, but 2 minutes after, we get Saad grinding it out, comes skates to the point, a quick backhand pass to Parayko, and Parayko with a one-timer rips this puppy low blocker glove, low left side to make this a 2-1 game. So the Blues get the lead again, and then after this again, boring hockey. Center ice, dump, chase. Puck goes the other way. Center ice, dump, chase. Center ice, dump, chase. Center ice, dump, chase. Really nothing going on until a little bit later, the Coyotes started kind of heating up. They get a couple of good chances, and Zucker ties this game from Carconi. This was a terrible goal to let up. I'm not gonna blame Binnington on this one because he overcommitted, and this is what I feel like the Blues' structure for Binnington is what working so well is because they allow Binnington to overcommit and take that first shot, and the defense is able to take away the pass for the dangerous chance. But Krug, for some reason, as Zucker's a left-hander, Zucker is in front of Krug, kind of on this 2-on-2 or 2-on-1, whatever you want to call it, and Krug is attacking Zucker's right side when he's a left-hander. I don't know why you wouldn't go to the side with the stick where he's open up for a pass, which he would eventually tap in for a goal. But, questionable offensive play from Krug. You hate to see it, but obviously the Blues could have done a lot more in play, just all around as a team, to break that up. So, end of the first period is now tied 2-2, and this is where things get absolutely balls to the wall for the first 10 minutes and 49 seconds. So first 22 seconds in, Lawson Cross from Michelli and Bukestad makes this a 3-2 game. The Blues lose their lead for the first time this game. Or get a losing or are trailing, I guess you could call that. Trailing for the first time in this game because they were up and then up again and then tied and then now they're down. But that won't last for long because the Blues will go on the penalty kill. And we all know how our PK is. Berube loves to have our PKers attack, and they do. So Kapanen attacks. He gets a great pass off to set up Leddy for a breakaway. Leddy on the backhand makes this a tie game at 3. Great goal by Leddy. Good skating by him, and it's great to see a defenseman coming in for a breakaway shorthanded. I mean, when do you ever see that, right? So Leddy with a great goal. And then 33 seconds later, Toropchenko along the left side, assisted by Falk, just rips this puppy right under the armpit, glove side of Vejmelka, and this will end Vejmelka's night. So Connor Ingram comes in, and Connor Ingram has been fantastic. I believe he was 5-1 with a .917 save percentage in the last 5 games. Ingram would only let up 1 goal, by the way, spoiler alert. So we have 1 goalie out of there. Now we need another goalie out of there. So Carconi responds. This was a weird play where the puck kind of went on his stick. and just let it go as soon as possible. Play resumed after it, but it was determined about 10 to 20 seconds later that it was a good goal. And this puck rang the post, but as it rang the post on the far side, it rolled in just ever so slightly and bounced back out. So this was a goal from Carcone. I mean, the Blues have to. You got 4 guys around him, and Carcone still has a clear shot top far side. So defensively, you got to be on that. Like, for real, you have to be on that. So Binnington also could have saved him. Not a big deal. So now this game is tied again. I think at 4 or 5, 4 or tied. Yeah, tied at 4. And then literally just about a minute and 6 seconds later, Schmaltz, I believe it was a turnover in the D zone, but it was literally only Schmaltz. He comes to the top of the circle and just throws it on net. And I believe Parayko was screening Binnington. It looked like it may have gone off Binner's like blocker, or it beat him clean. It doesn't matter. Binnington should have had this one. This puck goes in, and now the Blues are down 5-4. Again, they lose the lead after having a lead very quickly. This, at this point, would end Binnington's night. One, you have to play better in front of him. And Binnington, you have to play better in general. I don't know why they went with Binnington, because I feel like Hofer kind of had this team down to a T. And this is the kind of team that Binnington would really struggle against, where they find really, really, really small passing lanes, will commit to that passing lane, and somehow get it off. And Binnington, after he likes to overcommit. After he overcommits, the one side has to push off all the way to the other side and just keep moving. That's not good for a goaltender when he's moving a lot like that. So the Coyotes are kind of Binner's kryptonite, but that doesn't matter because Hofer is like a god against the Coyotes. So Hofer comes in. Hofer for the rest of the game was perfect against the Coyotes, stopping all the shots, especially in the final period where the Coyotes kind of hemmed us in. But Robert Thomas here. We get a good keep from Perunovic. Perunovic to Kyrou, and then Kyrou throws this puck on net. Big, juicy reebies, and a fortunate bounce. So it's a rebound towards Buchnevich, who's tied up on the left side. Puck goes off the Coyotes defenseman, and it goes right in front of Thomas. Thomas just slaps this puppy in 5-hole. Now the Blues tie this game 5-5, and we're back in it. So the third period happens. Stuff goes down. Puck goes both ways, but then Saad sets up Hazy for a breakaway. Hayes buries, points up the sky for his brother Jimmy, and now the Blues have the lead. But will the Blues keep this lead? It doesn't really seem like they will for the longest time, because the Coyotes, after that goal, or maybe about 10 minutes in, after they killed off a 5-on-3 because the Blues power play is god awful, they just start coming. The Blues, to be fair, were playing a lot passive, trying to make sure that the Coyotes got pucks in deep, and the Blues were first to those pucks. They really tried. Sometimes that didn't work out, but our defensive zone turnovers are a big issue. So the Coyotes tried capitalizing on that a couple times, but Hofer stood strong. Hofer, for seriously this entire period, stood insanely strong. The Blues were literally just looking to make this a 1-goal win. With about 3 minutes left at this time, they weren't even skating. They'd get the puck, they'd bounce it off the board, trying to get a center ice for no icing, and sometimes they would ice it. So Coyotes have pulled the goalie. It got scary in the final 20-30 seconds or so, because the Blues got the puck out. They were getting pucks in deep, no icing, and it was just like, okay, so now the Blues I'm confident they're going to win this game. But then I felt like the Coyotes, with about 20 seconds left, got this puck in, bounced off a guy. Schmaltz was coming in on the left side, picks up the puck. I thought he would have had a clear shot, but looks like he kind of went around. Michelli had a one-timer that was either whiffed or went off a stick that went off and away, not on net. And the Blues hold on, and they win this game. Fortunately, this is a big 2 points against the Coyotes, and then the Blues now hold the only spot, no tied in points, for the first wildcard spot. So that's nice to know, right? The Blues are also 10-7-1, I believe, on the season, with 19 games played, and the top 3 in the Central, they won't catch up to them at all, because they either have the same games played or a game less. But something I really do want to bring up, The defensive structure in front of Binnington. Again, the D really has to do a better job at blocking these dangerous chances and passing lanes and taking them away from the Coyotes, because the Coyotes will look for those passing lanes and capitalize on those, as we saw for a couple of goals this game. Binnington has to be better. Like I said, there's a couple of those softies. He needs to fight through those screens, and against a team like this, you can't overcommit like he was doing. Though I respect overcommit. When I played goalie for the first time on Friday, shout out to my boy Connor Harris for lending me his goalie pads. I felt like I was coming out like hella, but it's just like I'm just playing the shooter. Someone else could deal with the pass. I feel like no one else was dealing with the pass, really. So, in a goaltender's perspective, that's tough. Luckily, Hofer comes in. Hofer's a bigger body, much taller. I believe Binnington's 6'1", and Hofer is 6'5", so he's lengthier. Could get post to post a lot quicker, and Hofer was perfect coming in this game. It's just great to see. Sloppy hockey all around. I'd love to see a lot more offensive zone time. Offensively, there's only a couple players that I felt like were fantastic. Shout out to Scandella and Perunovic, because that pairing tonight was absolutely lights out. Perunovic is offensively our best defenseman on this team. I know that's kind of like weird to say kind of right now, but especially in the D zone, like if you just watch him skate, the way he uses his hips to open up, make him seem like he's going one way and goes another. He's very elusive, and you saw that a couple times. He's getting confident with that. This game specifically, we saw it in the second period. I'd love to see a little bit more on the power play because we need it, but I love to see it from Scotty P. I absolutely love to see it. This just makes me want to dump Torrey Krug, who had a silly play, but Krug's been a lot better as of lately, especially in our little win streak, so I won't hate too bad. Parayko needs to get out of the way. He's screening on a couple of those goals. Leddy with a big shorthanded goal. Shout out to Nick Leddy. Jordan Kyrou needs to wake up. Jordan Kyrou, he may have 10 to 11 points this season. I don't care, because he looks absolutely invisible. Absolutely invisible. But he is losing pucks in the O-zone. Defensively, shout out to Kyrou. Defensively, he's on pucks. Sometimes he's winning battles. He's really trying hard in the defensive zone. Offensively, it's just you don't see anything. He's losing the puck battles in the O-zone. I feel like he doesn't have that elusiveness he once did. His shot is kind of weak. He's shooting in the gloves and the bodies. It's just it's unfortunate to see from the kid, because he's supposed to be this big elite superstar talent, offensively at least, and we only see 3-4 goals from him this season. And luckily he's playing with Thomas and Buchnevich, and especially Thomas, who's been our best player on the team by a mile, I believe, who's really driving play, coming into the O-zone, creating space, and finding passing lanes to get it over to guys. But Kyrou just needs to do more. Kyrou, I just feel like, is in a slump. He's got to find a way to get out of it. I totally believe he will. He better. We pay him so much money, but it's really frustrating to see. And I believe that is it for me for the night with the 6-5 victory over the Coyotes. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm tired. I'm beat. I'm wearing my Parayko jersey. Wearing a classic for the Parayko Bowl. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Seriously, even if it's only 7 of you or 110 from the Sharks video or 4,000 from the draft video, but just got to keep it going. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Let me know what you guys think. Shoot me an email at bluelublog@gmail.com, or shoot me a DM at bluelublog on Instagram or on Twitter, or X. Sorry, excuse me. I'm not really active on X, unfortunately, too much, just because I'm really trying to focus on the game, and Twitter is just like, I gotta put my head down and type while the game's going on, and I'm brainstorming all this stuff, so I'm not really active on there. But if you want to follow me, go for it. I appreciate everybody. Seriously, I do. Shout out to my boy Coyotes at Central, Hunter Franklin. Big Coyotes fan. He was texting me. He's very frustrated with this game. I know a couple calls kind of went the Blues' way, but the Coyotes need to be a little bit more disciplined, if you ask me. I mean, they can't be fighting back on some of those to make it 4-4, but I appreciate everybody. Thank you all, and have a good night, everybody.